Hello and welcome. I see Alicia is on here waving, so cute. Who else is on here live right now? I would love to say hi to you, and it will really help me connect. Oh, it's Amber. So it always helps me to connect to the energy of those who are on live. So feel free to chat and comment. And you can just leave this running the whole time, even if you need to go do something, go to the bathroom. It is a live video, so there is not any pause, that you cannot pause it. So just be aware of that. And I'm going to give you a moment right now to go grab a yoga mat if you don't have it. Things that are comfortable for you on your yoga mat. For example, you might want to sit on a pillow or a block. If you have yoga blocks, that's amazing. Grab your yoga blocks. If you want a blanket, if you're chilly at all. I know it's the spring, but there's so much rain. I have these ceiling windows and it's just pouring down above me right now. If you just came on here, say hi. I see there's a couple more people joining us live. So there's a comment box on the right. Just say hello. You will also want, for some of you, a pen and a paper, because at the end of these master classes, I do some there's a guided meditation in which you might want to come back from that meditation and take notes on what happened, or you might want to take notes on some of the things that I say in the beginning of the video. So if you're like a Virgo, you're an earth sign, you're probably taking notes and you probably have a pen in your hand right now, or a Gemini, but really go with the flow and do your own thing. Who is Aflanka? What is your name? Who is that? Who said, hi, Shira, so happy to be joining live. Whoever it is, Cheryl, yes. Amazing. Welcome. Scorpio, water sign. Okay, cool. So I am going to begin. So if you still have to run to the bathroom, go do it so quickly. Again, this is live, so there's no breaks. So I'm going to begin, and I'm going to start you off with, I'll just give you a structure of what's going down in this masterclass. Libra, full moon, and Taurus season, unconditional love, tarot, and yoga workshop. So I'm going to start by talking about Taurus and the energy that we can tap into with the element of earth that is Taurus. So Taurus rules the earth. From there, I'm going to talk about the Libra full moon that just passed on Friday. And then I will do a tarot reading for the upcoming astrological overview. So it's really like a full moon tarot reading / entry to the Taurus season / what we want to bring in for the rest of this month and as we move from April to May. Then we will have a yoga practice. It will be 60 minutes. At the end of said yoga practice, we will have a guided meditation for Taurus season and Libra full moon. And we'll kind of wrap everything up with some writing. And I'm going to give you some questions that you can just intuitively answer without thinking too much. Okay, so here I go. Any Libras? If you're a Libra, write in the comments. And if you're a Taurus, write in the comments. I'm going to start with Taurus. So Taurus. What's interesting about Taurus and Libra? I know I said I was going to start with Taurus, but what's interesting about Taurus and Libra is that they are both ruled by, we have 2 Tauruses in the house. Okay. So they are both ruled by Venus. If you know about Venus, you know that Venus is the planet of love. It is the planet of relationships. It is the planet of it's almost like abundance and sensuality and bliss and kind of a co-balancing happiness. So Taurus, ruled by Venus, some astrologers say that or believe that Taurus is more ruled by Earth. I feel like they really go hand in hand, but this is all about love, and it's all about how we connect to and relate to and have relationship with others and ourselves. So for this particular season, you want to think about using the energy of Taurus to maintain serenity and balance through change. A lot of us have been going through almost a big upheaval and a transformation within our lives. If you remember back in March when we had Mercury in retrograde for almost 4 weeks, it was 3 weeks of kind of feeling and thinking about changing our minds, revisiting the past, reevaluating what was important to us, reconnecting with what we needed to in our past so that we could really get it into our minds and our bodies what we wanted to actually keep in our lives and what we wanted to release from our lives. So we've gone through a really massive, at least astrological change. For some of you that may land, for some of you it won't, but we've made a lot of, for many of us, really big decisions since that time that had to do with how we were ready to upgrade and transform our lives. So here we are in Taurus season. And Taurus season is kind of like the planting of the seeds for all of those decisions that you made. So when you think about something and you're in your head about it, very air quality, Libra full moon, you're just thinking. It's just theory. It's just thought. And you may have an incredible realization or an incredible something lights up in your consciousness. This especially happens on the full moon, where we start to realize something we didn't realize before. That's wonderful and amazing. And air signs like Libra and Gemini give us this beautiful ability. It's like Mercury too is also air, to think and communicate and connect and research and realize what we want. But nothing changes until we embody it, until we get it in our body and get our hands dirty. All right. So this is where Taurus comes in. So Taurus is here to ask us to dig in, commit to, and do the dirty work that we need. It is imperative in order to get us what we want, in order to get us the life that we want, in order to make sometimes the difficult, challenging changes, the uncomfortable changes that we need to make. So Taurus energy is all about perseverance and anything that's about impatience. So Aries energy, that last energy we were just in, it's very fast, it's quick moving, it's impatient, and it makes decisions without thinking. That's done. We're done with that energy. Right now, we got to dig in. We got to get our hands in the soil and I'm going to swear, we got to slow the fuck down. All right. In order to create lasting change for ourselves. All right. So Taurus, imagine there being imagine what you think about success. All right, when you think about people who are successful, whatever that means to you, usually the quality that they all have, and it's not that they're the best, and it's not that they're the most intelligent, and it is not that they're the most creative, it is their perseverance. They persevere. So that's Taurus energy, it's earth energy, and it's what this Libra full moon energy now needs. So whatever we're releasing and letting go of and the shifts that we want to make in our lives, we really like hammer it into the earth with the perseverance of Taurus. So I'm giving you kind of like the I'm starting with like not the sensual, loving Venus Taurus that I will talk about soon. And I'm letting you know that there's change that you want, and it's all about standing firm in your beliefs and having perseverance, determination, and strength as you go through. So I'm going to give you an example from my own life. So on the new moon, oh, this is also so exciting because the last full moon was also in Libra. So we have this blue moon, but I'll get back to that. On the new moon, I create intentions, and maybe you'll come with me next week. I think maybe 2 weeks for the next new moon masterclass. But I create intentions on the new moon. So this last new moon, I decided that I wanted to be a better caretaker of the earth. I wanted to be a better steward of the earth. And I wanted to make some changes that would help me serve the earth and conserve the earth. Because, hey, Hillary, it is a part of my value system. So we're thinking about value system with Taurus and earth signs. So as part of my value system to conserve the earth. So I saw something on Facebook about what's it called? A business, a program called Misfits Produce. And what they do is they get all of the produce, the local produce that is not like beautiful and store worthy, and they bring it to your house. It's like a CSA, like a delivery service for produce. They bring it to your house, and there's not supposed to be any plastic, so it's limiting the plastic use. It's supposed to be packaged with all recycled goods, so Earth Day, and I just felt really aligned with that. So the package comes, and I'm like, oh my God, I have all this produce. This is so amazing. And I take it out, and I'm like, I am such an earth girl, and I am so good at conservation, and now I'm taking care of myself. Self-care by cooking at home. And then like 4 days go by and I have not touched this produce. Hopefully you guys are staying with me here. So 4 days go by, I have not touched the produce. I don't know, maybe you get where I'm going here. If you have a thought and you're like, this thing would be great, I'm going to do this thing, and then you do it, but you don't take action on it, your produce is going to rot, or your thought is going to fly away out of your mind, and it won't be grounded into the earth. So I had to actually make a choice to get my hands dirty and do the work. And it is not always comfortable. For all of us, there's something that we want to do, that we have to do, that is a little like, there's a little resistance. But in order to live in our most aligned, like connected to our heart way, we got to do it. So today I cut up all my produce and I made this huge, like a vegetable stir fry with Swiss chard and fennel. It was super amazing and delicious. And I knew that I had to do it, or the food would go by. So if you understand what I'm talking about and you're close to your computer and you want to comment, go ahead and comment. This is Taurus. This is Taurus doing the thing. Other Taurus qualities are the 5 senses. So the way we can most embrace this Taurus season is by using our sight, our smell, our taste, what we hear, and what we touch to be really connected to creating harmony and peace and beauty in our lives. So what I want to say about that is, for example, if you look around your home, just take a moment, look around your place, and just ask yourself, is there anything in my home? Because everything that's around us is creating our reality. Is there anything in my home that is not aligned with the reality that I want? Is it messy? Is it cluttered? Is it representing you, or is it representing someone else? And start to make, maybe tomorrow or during the season, like, the spring cleaning time, little changes so that all of your 5 senses are alive and active as you move into the season. Think smelling flowers, tasting delicious honey, looking at beautiful things, being in nature. These 5 senses get us really present. They help us get grounded and aligned. Now, hold on. Let me make sure I have said everything. Taurus is not really so much about, I want to say about speaking, but speaking is actually going to be spring cleaning on the top of your list. Yes, so good, and so good to do around the new moon. So, or really actually good all the time, right? So what I want to say is that we've got to bring the energy and the feelings that we want to experience, the harmony and the peace, into the physical. So those 5 senses, like maybe you want to go make a playlist of a whole bunch of music that makes you feel in harmony and peaceful and happy and present. And it's sort of just checking yourself, like, am I in my head right now? What of my 5 senses can I use to reconnect with my body so that I can keep my energy system clear and flowing? Because for Taurus, it's the body that's the vehicle for the transformation of your life. And when I say the body, I mean your 5 senses: your sight, your smell, your taste, your hear, and your touch. So important. All right, now, the shadow. This is for you Taurus cuties that are watching. The shadow is being rigid and fixed and stuck, bullheaded in your own opinions and how you want it. I want it this way and it can't be any other way. That's not going to go. That's not going to work, especially around the Libra full moon. So we want to kind of get away from being like stuck in one place, having kind of security issues. Like, we don't want to stay in something because it offers us security. We will die. We will die of boredom. We want to make sure that we can provide ourselves with some open-hearted changes that are really true to our heart's desires and not to just keeping it safe. All right, so this is going to take me to the Libra full moon. So Libra full moon was on Friday, and Libra deals with partnerships. And this full moon most likely brought in a radical change in how you view partnerships and how you view your place in partnerships and collaborations or friendships. It could be with a family member or your partner or yourself. So Libra is an air sign, and it sometimes is in the head. Air signs can tend to be a little flighty. They have a hard time making one decision and sticking to it. They kind of think about the wind. It like blows you away, blows you this way and blows you that way. But it can come with a lot of beauty. Libra is so beautiful. is if there's a Libra watching, I bet you are beautiful. Or if you guys know a Libra person in your life, they have this beautiful sort of charismatic charm, just this beautiful charm and peace to their personalities. But part of that, and I just want to say, whether you're Libra or a Taurus or not, like I am not those things, but it affects all of us. It impacts all of us. It's like this collective energy. So the thing about Libras in their charm and their grace and their giving is that they tend to overgive. And this is true with a lot of empaths. And I know if you're watching this, most likely you're an empath. You give a little too much to other people, a little too much of yourself. So sometimes you want to please everybody so much, and you want everyone to be so happy. This is very Libra energy, that you give a piece of yourself away. You give up a little bit of yourself. So this full moon on Friday, think about if any of your relationship dynamics changed, or you came to a realization about something that needed to shift specific to your relationships. So there's a piece about claiming your voice and claiming your power and what you deserve in your relationships. It's about rebalancing and recalibrating your relationships so that there's harmony and peace. And you know when you're giving too much of yourself, it's like turning on a faucet and draining. You know that feeling, I feel drained? You know what that feels like? That's because it's literal, it's real. When you're drained, you are literally draining your energy. It's giving of your energy and not receiving that energy back. So we're trying to figure out, how do I not drain myself, not give of myself, and plug in to the Taurus energy. It's like knowing my worth, knowing that my body is important and needs to be supported, knowing my needs need to be supported, and I'm going to speak up. And especially for the Libra energy, that can be really hard. But this is when we're doing it. This is the time. So full moons are a time of question in the comment if this lands with you and you are like, yes, in the comments. I'm going to do tarot. I didn't even tell the rest of the story about the So that was about the Misfits vegetables. But oh my God, I had this whole other thing I wanted to share about oat milk, which is really ridiculous. But maybe that's a story for another time. But the point about it, I'm gonna share it really quickly while I shuffle. Is that so? I made oat milk for the first time. It's like part of my conservation behaviors. And I used a cheesecloth, and it was the messiest, most horrible experience of my life. And there was like goopy, disgusting oat milk everywhere. I was so sad about it. It tasted nasty. It was like clumpy and gross, and there was just a mess, and it was sticky, and I was so sad about it. And I was like, I'll never make oat milk again. This was a mistake. I'm over it. This is like Libra, or really any energy where you're like, I give up, I quit, I'm done. Taurus energy offers us like, are you sure? Let's try something else. Let's try another way. There's always another way. There's always another possibility. It's the determination and the resilience. So I went back and I did it again. And the second time was okay. It was whatever. It wasn't amazing. Awesome, Alicia. That's so good to hear. It wasn't the best oat milk I've ever made. And then I tried a third time. And oh oh my God, it was brilliant. It was amazing. I sifted it through like a fine sieve, and like 3 or 4 times, and it was creamy and delicious and clear and like milky and a little sweet. So the whole point is you don't give up. You don't give up on what you want. You don't give up on speaking your truth. You don't give up on sharing your voice. So a lot about taking autonomy. So I'm going to have everyone who's with me here to close your eyes now. And I just want to send out so much gratitude to you. I am so grateful that you're here. And I'm so grateful that you're here live with me. There's so many people live. It makes my heart like skip a beat. And just close your eyes, and I'm going to have you take 3 super deep breaths. You might even imagine, since we're here in this state of relationships and connecting with others and really not being alone in this journey that we have. So I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you are sitting in a circle with everyone who is watching this live masterclass. So let's imagine that there's 20 people to sit in circle with here. And we're shoulder to shoulder. And we're sitting up tall. And we're just bringing in the vibration and the energy of gratitude. Again, knowing that we're not alone in this is as we change and shift and grow. Just feel yourself supported by this community of people, even when you can't see them. You might visualize that you see them. And also know that you're always supported by the energy of spirit. If you believe in angels, you're always supported by your angels, by your guides, by animals. There's so much unconditional love coming from the earth, from the sky, from all the elements. Okay, take 3 more very deep breaths. I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up your heart, filling up your belly. Let your belly relax so that the brain can calm down. And we're calling in guidance for this Libra full moon on this past Friday, for this entrance into Taurus season. Calling in what we need to know so that we can shine the brightest that we can and feel the most balance that we can. Okay, 1 more deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, so you blink your eyes open. Oh my God, all I see is yay for oat milk, but Oatly, great brand. Yes, but the whole point of my conservation is, I know Oatly is so good. And it's so funny because I had an Oatly carton. So I made oat milk and I tasted it, and then I tasted the Oatly and I was like, fuck. But I stayed with it. And I want to use less plastic, less packaging. All right, so guidance on the tarot. Wow. All right. So here's what's going on. we need to be, and this wasn't coming through for me before, we need to be really, really connected with our intuition. And when I talk about intuition, I'm talking about intuition from a place of quiet and stillness. I'm not really talking about, though this is always true, the gut, right? The gut speaks to us. It says, like, you get that gut feeling and you're like, this is not the right situation for me, or the right person for me, or the right choice for me to make. And you get that gut feeling, kind of like wrenches. I can feel it actually in my own body. It's like a tightening of the area around the solar plexus and the lower ribs. It's like you feel it in there, and it's kind of like, I need to take another turn. For some of you, it might be that. So remember, this is a collective reading. So it's not always going to land with everybody. It's for the collective, but there's always someone that needs to hear what I have to say, or what the cards are channeling. Someone really needs to hear this. What I'm getting through this High Priestess energy, it's High Priestess reversed, is that we need to go in and get quiet and get still and present in a much stronger way. So people possibly are around you, kind of pulling your energy this way and that way. And what needs to come above all else is your relationship to yourself, and your relationship to your intuition, and knowing really what you deserve and what you need for the next level of your heightening your awareness, or you're heightening your connection to your consciousness. We can't experience that without meditation. This is I'm bringing in this personal belief, but I also feel deeply that it's being channeled through me. You cannot experience what you need to know when you have voices in your head talking to you, or other people talking to you. When you're in your head, and this is very Libra, when you're in your head, oh my God, on the full moon, you guys, I could not get out of my head. I could not get out of my head. I was thinking, and I wasn't present. And I didn't meditate, and I should have. So we're being called to meditate, and we're being called to get quiet, because there's questions that weigh on us, on our hearts or our shoulders. And we're being guided to quiet the voices in the head. Quiet the voices in the head. The voices in the head are not reality. Reality is what is happening in this present moment. Look at your legs. This is a reality. Where are you sitting? You're on the ground. So the High Priestess asks you to be connected to your veiled inner wisdom. Again, it's quiet. It is like, think about a priestess. She's not overgiving to everybody but herself. She sits on her throne and waits, and she receives. There's a receptive energy here too. So if you're trying to do everything yourself, it's not the time for that. It is a time where you're being offered like help. And maybe, this sounds really woo-woo, but it might be help from the spirit world. It might be help in your regular day-to-day life. But you can't experience it when you're overthinking, when the wheels are turning and turning and turning. Okay, I think I hammered that one in. I think you get it. So we're releasing being in the head, and we're getting into the body. And there's a change that wants to come through in the realm of what we desire and what we're passionate about. So we're being called to look at the things that we're choosing to do because they are safe or stable, and instead choose the thing that lights you the fuck up, that like lifts your vibration and makes you feel excited and alive and passionate and curious. That's the Ace of Wands, but it's reversed. So an ace, this shine on here we go. An ace is the beginning. It's like the start of a brand new chapter, but this is not upright. It's reversed. So really what that means is it's like a call to really get into the embodiment of that fire. And I know we're talking just earth and air, but it's really asking you to be honest about what you're excited about and what you're passionate about, and then take action on doing those things. And as you do that, you go to a brand new beginning. It's like this fresh start, the new opportunity, the brand new, the beginning is here, but it's on the other side of safety and security. If that lands with you, if you know what I'm talking about so far, or this feels in a line, I need you to confirm and tell me if that makes sense to you. And if it doesn't, you can say that doesn't make sense, and that's totally fine. I'm just curious. It's a big part of how this energy flows. So maybe we're needing to get quiet on and honest on the thing that we really want that's going to light us up. It could be like, especially for this Taurus time, like a business venture or something in your relationship, something having to do with your relationships with others. And what is on the thing that's coming in is the Death card. So death card seems scary. It seems like, oh my God, death. It's not scary. It's not death in that way. The death card is about the end of something. And it's really important, especially on this full moon. The death card so aligns with the full moon energy. Full moon energy is releasing, letting go. It's the end of a cycle. Having the death card is the thing that's coming in. This is the end of a cycle that we've been through. There is like a radical change happening right now. It could be the end of an inner journey, like the end of a cycle that you have been going through about keeping yourself safe in some way. It might be or keeping things easy in some way. It could be so many things. It could be the death of a thought pattern. So maybe you've been in like a you've been very hard on yourself. If you're a Virgo or an Earth person, we're usually really hard on ourselves. So it could be like the end of being so hard on yourself. It could be the end. For me, I have this like, I know that I am new. Do you guys feel that within yourselves? Like you are in a shift. There is a closing out and we are totally in a new beginning of the layer. It's like peeling an onion. I don't really like that. Or opening a pomegranate and finding in so many seeds, so many new seeds. And that's what's happening. Something in our life just had to die. Something in our life has got to be let go of and freed up in order for us to continue to move forward. And maybe you already have had that release or that death. Like think in your life, what have I let go of that I was gripping onto? There's a bit of a surrender there too. Like for some reason, being stuck in traffic is coming to me as an analogy. You know, when you're stuck in traffic and you're pissed, you have somewhere to go. Like, I need to get to this place. Get me there, get me there, get me there. And what all that needs to shift is your perspective. The traffic's not going anywhere, but you need to have a death in your thought process in order to feel joy, in order to feel peace and harmony. So you have to let that go. So you're in your car and you change the channel on your brain. You say, I'm going to listen to music now. And you rock out to your favorite song. You're like, I'm in traffic. This is awesome. I'm going to do it. It's okay. And you make that big shift. Yes, I was rushing home to get to this masterclass. Actually, today was a day of rushing. Everyone was rushing everywhere. We have to change the perspective. We have to change and shift our pace. Maybe right now you're like, let's get to the yoga. Stop talking. We got to shift our impatience and welcome in that shedding. We're shedding a layer right now. So I'm going to pull one more card and then we're going to get to that yoga practice. Oh my, the moon. And it's reversed. This is huge. A lot of shifting is coming in. Also, Uranus in Taurus. Uranus is, it wants innovation. I'm not even going to get into Uranus right now. I'm going to zip it. Before I zip it, the moon is the subconscious. This is the subconscious. It's your inner emotions. It's not the surface. It's not the head. It's the subconscious. This really ties into that first card, that High Priestess, getting quiet and listening to your inner voice and not rushing it. You do not have to have the answers now. All you have to do is be open and patient and trusting of what is on its way. That's all I can say right now. Okay. Definitely resonating here with closing out a phase and opening a new phase. Huge phase shift right now. So if you want to comment on that, feel free to. We're going to move into our yoga practice now. It will be a lot on, Taurus is a little rigid sometimes. So instead of that, there will be a little flowing so that we can be more in flow and smooth and sensual and really enjoying the gifts of this time without being too headstrong as we go forward. So here we go. Libra, harmony, balance, Taurus, beauty. Maybe you want to take a little bathroom break. That is totally fine. If you do, you have a moment. Okay, so go ahead and get your things ready. Get your practice space ready. Have your mat. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. This is live. I'm also going to go to the bathroom. I heard someone told me they could hear me pee, and I was very embarrassed. But this is live. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, so you're going to meet me on your mat. balancing the left and the right hemisphere of the brain with Nadi Shodhana. So Nadi Shodhana is a breath that we do through the nose. We're going to block off one nostril, breathe into the other. It's an in and an out. And then we block off the other nostril and we breathe again. I'm going to give you nice directions, clear directions, but start in a comfortable seat. If you need a pillow to sit on, that's totally fine, whatever you need. But just come to a nice, comfortable seat, lengthen your spine, and then you'll take your right hand, and I want you to make a peace sign and just bring those two fingers together. So you're going to use your thumb and your fourth finger, your ring finger, to block the nostrils, and your two peace fingers on your third eye as a little balance, and I like to use this as a third eye activation. So just close your eyes. I'm going to get a little closer to the speaker. And then close your eyes. And just with your ring finger and your thumb lifted for now, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Two more like that, in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take your thumb and close your right nostril. Breathe in through your left. And just to start, out through your left. Breathe in through the left nostril. Now close it and breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close it, breathe out through the left. Breathe in on your left. Close it, breathe out on your right. Breathe in on your right. Close it, breathe out on your left. So it's an in breath on one side and an out breath on the other side. You breathe in on that same side and you breathe out on the opposite side. So you'll continue on your own now, breathing in on the same side. Breathing out opposite side. You might notice your breath starts to lengthen, the mind starts to settle. Keep going. So you have 4 more rounds of this. You might notice your nasal passages might want to get cleared out, and definitely blow your nose if you need to. This is a really good clearing for the nasal passages and even the throat for some of you. Good clearing of your sinuses, really healthy for the body to do this breath. So this will be your last full cycle through the right and the left. Take your last inhale breath on one side. Your last exhale breath on the other side. And at the bottom of that exhale, hold it. Release your hands to your knees and inhale through both of your nostrils. And exhale out through your mouth. Inhale both nostrils. Exhale mouth. Last one, inhale, big breath. Big breath out. Okay, start to breathe naturally through your nose. One more breath in and out. Bring your palms together at the center of your chest and just call in from your heart center an intention to bring into practice tonight. You'll make it really simple. It might be with that Taurus energy. I am safe. I am grounded. I am in harmony with all things. One more deep breath in through your nose, sealing it in. Exhale out through your mouth. And then blink your eyes open. You're going to take your fingertips onto the floor by your sides and let your right ear draw over to your right shoulder. So just taking a neck stretch. So in the body, Taurus rules the neck, the throat. Float your left hand diagonally out and away. And if you want to go a little deeper, you'll turn your palm to the ground and you'll sit on the top of your right hand. And this will just open the side of the neck a little more. I think I said right hand, but I meant left hand. So you'll sit on the top of your left hand. Bring your chin slightly forward and backwards. And you're just finding where the tension is, where the holding is, and you're just going to hang out in that space. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep your head hanging over to the right and release your hand. And then bring your chin to your chest. Lift your chin up parallel and then lift your left arm to the sky. Take an in breath, a lateral stretch as you breathe out. You might close your eyes again, making lots of space on the left side of the body. I'm always, if you watch me, you'll notice I'm always moving just a little bit. And the reason is that I am finding spaces in the body. I'm going into the body and I'm finding spaces that are a little tighter than others. And I'm kind of holding those shapes and breathing into those shapes in order to get more breath in. So you don't have to be so rigid and structured in your practice. You can flow a little. Last breath in and out. And the left arm will pull you back up to the sky. And we're going to twist. So your left hand comes over to your right knee and your right fingertips crawl behind you. Relax your shoulders and lengthen the crown of your head up to the sky. Take another inhale breath here and another exhale breath. And then your arms are going to open out like wings and you'll return to the center. See if you can bring your hands behind you and interlace them and just touch the knuckles to the ground and lift your heart up. You could lift your chin up if your neck feels okay like this. And then lift your chest back up, release your arms, take your fingertips by your sides, and let your left ear draw over your left shoulder. You might close your eyes. You might take deep breaths, just clearing out any tension or holding on your exhale. The chin can move forward and backwards. Float your right arm diagonally out to the right, so you're making even more space in the right side of the neck. So think about in your chakras, your throat chakra, it's the color blue. And when our throat chakra is open, we are more capable and freer in saying what it is that we need to say. So sometimes when we are pleasing others or giving too much of ourselves, we have this like choke in the throat where we're not saying what we need to say. Turn your hand around, sit on the top of it, and keep stretching your neck. Sometimes we don't say what we need to say because we want to protect other people. We don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So when the throat chakra is clear and balanced, we are able to say what we need to say for our own good. Sometimes when we're afraid of not hurting other people's feelings by not sharing what we need to say, in the ways that they maybe are out of balance with us or hurt us sometimes, we're closing off this open throat. So the more we practice, just baby steps, saying what we need to say, the easier it gets and the more freedom we get. One more breath in here and out. And then release the hand from underneath you and roll your chin to your chest for a moment. Just let your head hang. And then chin parallel to the floor. The left hand down, right arm up. Inhale. And a lateral stretch as you exhale. Again, you might close your eyes. I want you to breathe so deeply tonight through the whole practice. Last breath in and out. Your right arm will lift you back nice and tall. We're going to take a twist, so the right hand to the left knee, left fingers crawl behind you, spine is long, shoulders relax down, crown of head up to the sky. Think always about lengthening on your inhale breath, so you're really growing from the roots, from your tailbone, up and out through the crown of your head, almost like the way that a flower grows out of the earth and opens towards the sun, so bringing in that long line of energy. One more breath in and out. And then you'll come back to center. Your arms are going to go wide again. Lace your fingers in front of you and then flip your palms, round your spine, chin to chest, cat spine, palms up to the sky, heart lifts. There's a little back bend. 2 more like that. Your exhale curls your spine, chin to chest. Your inhale lifts your palms, lifts your heart. 1 more like that. Exhale around your spine. Get into the low back 2. Inhale, palms up to the sky. Lift your heart. And then the palms are coming forward. You'll turn your knuckles forward. Take a couple of circles, some figure 8s through your wrists before we get onto the wrists. Okay, and then you'll come into your tabletop pose and right into cat-cow. So your inhale breath will arch your spine, your heart will move forward, and your exhale breath will round your spine, your chin will come to your chest. So take about 4 to 6 rounds of arching your spine on your inhale breath and rounding your spine on your exhale breath. Now for some of you, you might want to explore some other shapes. So you could take some big barrel rolls through your rib cage. You could take C curves, so same shoulder and same hip move towards one another. You could take big hip circles, opening the sides of the hips and the IT band. So it's really up to you. I want this practice for you to be really about honoring your body, honoring where it's at today, tonight, even if you're watching this replay whenever. So the practice becomes about honoring where the body is at with lots of compassion so you can modify any way that you need to. You can change anything that you need to change. You can go way off course if you want to. Take 1 more inhale breath, arching your spine. And 1 more exhale breath, rounding your spine, pulling the belly in. And then I want you to find a nice long spine. Pull the belly in, pull the ribs in. Strong arms, and send your right leg back behind you so your right foot will flex and the right thigh is down. And the left arm is going to reach forward. Have your thumb face up to the sky. Just for balance and good rotation, you'll take an in-breath. On your out-breath, your elbow comes to your knee and your spine rounds. 3 more like that. Your in-breath reaches you long. Your out-breath curls you in. In-breath reaches you long. Out-breath curls you in. We got 1 more to go. In-breath reaches long. Out-breath, round your spine. Inhale, reach your left arm forward and your right leg back. So we're going to play. Send the left arm out to the left, reaching for maybe a wall, and the right leg out to the right. So we got some crazy balance happening right here. 1 more breath. Make sure to keep it light. Woo! Right leg back, left arm forward. And then left hand down, left foot to the back of the mat. You're going to drop your back heel and lift your right arm to the sky. So your left foot will kickstand out to the left a little bit. Right arm over your head. Pull your belly in and see if you can arc over the right side of the body so you get a nice big opening. Take 1 more breath in and 1 more breath out. And then the right arm will come up to the sky. We're going to do some balance here. So make sure your shoulder is over your wrist, your belly's pulled in, and then float the right leg up to the sky. Pull your ribs in a little bit. Hold right here. Just breathe for 3 and 2 and 1. And then your right foot's going down. You're going to lift yourself up. Reverse modified warrior. So left knee down, left arm up and back, pulling the belly in. Okay, left hand is going back down onto the floor. So this is the tricky part. Right arm up to the sky. You can opt out of this or you can stay with me. Ground your right foot down, that back leg, and then you're going to see if you can ground your left arm down, pull belly in, and float the left knee up. So left knee floats, right arm high, maybe right hand can come to left knee, lift a little higher. Shaking is good. If you're getting warm, that's amazing. Last breath. Okay, left knee down, right arm up, take an inhale breath, and then exhale, right hand down, right knee is gonna step down. On your next inhale breath, arch your spine, send your heart forward, and on your exhale breath, round your spine. One more time, inhale, arch your spine, heart forward. On your exhale breath, round your spine. All right, separate your knees a little wider now, and we're gonna come to thread the needle. So your left arm is going up to the sky, breathe in, and the left arm will thread under the right. Lower your shoulder down and the side of your head down. Your right fingertips can tent on the floor. They can crawl out overhead, or the right arm can wrap around your back, maybe even to your inner thigh. And you'll just pause here and breathe deeply. So you might start to come into what's called Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath happens in your throat. So it is perfect for this Taurus energy and this 5th chakra awakening and focusing. So it's a little activation of your throat muscles, and you start to make a churning sound. Starts in your throat. Sounds a little like an ocean wave, or almost like you're fogging a glass, but with your mouth closed. Last breath in. Last breath out. Unravel the right arm, place it down. You're going to send your left arm back up to the sky. Just stretch open across the chest. And then the left hand goes down. Have the knees step back in, so knees underneath your hips, belly in, shoulders over wrists, long spine, left leg goes backwards. So really think about hugging in the muscles around the navel so that your low back almost lifts up a little bit. Libra rules the low back, so you want to keep the belly in to support that. Right arm will reach forward, right thumb up, take an in breath. On your out breath, elbow to your knee, curl your spine. Good, inhale, left leg back, right arm forward. Exhale, curl and round. Inhale, left leg back, right arm forward. We've got 2 more to go. Exhale, curl and round. Last one like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. This is our last cat spine in this shape. And then inhale, right arm forward, left leg back. Left arm has got to be so strong. Right arm goes out to the right. Right leg has to be strong. Left leg goes out to the left. It's kind of like you're flying, or you're like a flying lizard. Last breath. Okay, left leg back. Woo, right arm forward. Right hand goes down, left foot to the back of the mat. You're going to drop your left heel, kickstand out your right foot, and lift your left arm up to the sky. Left arm goes overhead, big lateral stretch to the left side. You can even arc down a little bit by bending your right elbow. And then we're going to balance. So left arm up, make sure right shoulder's over the wrist. Core is strong, left leg floats. You can always adjust whatever needs to be adjusted. Any body part can move to be more stable. So you're never stuck where you are. You can always shift to make it work for you. Okay, take one more breath. Left foot goes down. You'll inhale to lift up, reversing this modified warrior shape. You're stretching through the right side of your body. And then right hand is finding the ground. Okay, here's our fun time. Left foot down. Right knee goes up towards your chest. Maybe your left hand holds your right knee. Okay, slowly the right knee goes down. Left arm is going back down. Come back to your tabletop pose. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine, chin to your chest. One more like that. Inhaling to arch. And exhaling to round. Okay, widen your knees. Send your right arm up to the sky. Open your chest. Exhale, right arm threads underneath the left. Right shoulder to the ground, the head to the ground. Right hand can stay where it is. Crawl over the head or wrap behind the back. You decide. Next time you inhale, left arm goes high. Place the left hand back down on the ground. Send your right arm up, so you're just stretching across your chest. And then your right hand goes down. One more piece on the knees before we go up to down dog. Anahata puppy pose. Your knee is a little wider than your hips. Your arms crawl forward about shoulders width distance. Try not to be in child's pose. Your hips are high. And then the forehead will find the mat. Some of you will be able to take your chin to the mat, and some of you will be able to take your chest to the mat. If your chest is on the mat, your chin inches forward so that you can continue to bring energy and opening to your throat chakra. Breathe deeply here, especially into the space between the shoulder blades. Three more breaths right here. And then strengthen into the legs first. Pull the belly in and then push up with the arms. Walk your hands, your wrists underneath your shoulders and just tuck the tops of the toes and then lift yourself up into down dog. And take a couple of breaths just to pedal your feet out. Get any distractions out of your way. You might bend one leg and then the other. Take your time here to move in any way that feels supportive to opening any tight places. You could twist the hips side to side. And then let your body become still in your down dog. And notice if your shoulders are up in your ears, I want you to draw them back and apart from one another so you have a big space in your upper back. Take a deep breath in through your nose, sigh it out through your mouth. And then come to your tippy toes and walk your feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Bring your feet together, bend your knees, halfway lift, inhale, heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms will sweep up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. Exhale, dive all the way back down. Heart forward, inhale, step to plank pose. As you exhale, you're going to pause, get your shoulders right over your wrists, bring your chin in front of your fingertips, zip up the low belly, protecting that Libra low back, and open your chest so your heart shines forward. One last piece, try not to have tension in your neck. Last breath in. The knees could go down first. We're lowering all the way to the mat. Come to the tops of your feet and inhale baby cobra. So you're just lifting your chest a little and then lower down. So you're going to do that again. This time your palms are going to float. So you'll inhale, lift, won't be very much, and you'll exhale, lower. And then you'll do that again. Inhale, lift, the palms will lift. You won't go very high. And exhale, lower. Let your palms find the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, or maybe a little higher if you've got some space. Make sure elbows are by your sides. Exhale, lower down. Come to Sphinx pose. So your forearms will come to the ground. Elbows a little in front of your shoulders, fingers spread. And then what I want you to do is pull your rib cage and your chest forward by pulling your arms back. Almost like your arms were like you were a snake with arms. And you're trying to pull yourself forward on your mat, or a seal, trying to pull yourself forward on your mat. All sorts of hilarious analogies are happening tonight. Take another inhale breath. And as you exhale, you're going to release all the way down, hands by your sides. Come to a child's pose just for a reset of the back. And then into down dog. Toes will tuck, hips will lift. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Open your hip, bend your knee. Take a breath here. And then square off, lift to the ball of your back foot, look forward, and step your right foot by your right thumb. So you're going to come to high lunge here. Arms will sweep up to the sky. Take your time. Again, you're not ever stuck in one space. You can always shift the body as you need to, feet included. You can always move your feet. Your arms come up to the sky. So we're going to do some flowing. You'll take an in-breath here, and on your out-breath, your arms will sweep back behind you. You'll hover the chest over the thigh. Twice more. Inhale up. Exhale, sweeping back. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, sweeping back. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. You're going to pause here. So we're going to take a twist with the left arm forward and the right arm backwards. You can turn your palms up to the sky and just soften your shoulders down. You can bend your back knee a little bit. Last breath out. Okay, arms back up. Inhale. Hands find the mat as you exhale. Plank pose on your in-breath. Lower all the way down to the ground on your out-breath. Baby cobra, cobra, or maybe up dog. Breathe in. And then down dog, tucking toes, lifting hips up and back. Find your ujjayi breath, so that slow and steady foundational breath connecting you to your heat. Left leg rises, breathe in, let the knee bend and the hip open. Re-extend the left leg, square off. Inhale, lift to the ball of the back foot. Step the left foot by the left thumb as you exhale. You're coming up to high lunge. Your arms are going to sweep up to the sky. Find your balance. Find the earth beneath your feet. It's almost like you're growing roots down into the earth so that you can be soft in your upper body. So you're always wanting to find softness to balance out all the strength. Take an in breath. As you breathe out, your arms will sweep back. Torso hovers over thigh. Inhale, arms up to sky. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Again, inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Your in-breath will take you high. You're going to pause here, and then we'll take a twist, the right arm forward, left arm backwards. Last exhale. Both arms up to the sky. Inhale. Hands find the mat. Step to your plank pose. And then lower down maybe halfway or all the way. Knees can go down as you move through your up dog or your cobra. Just be careful not to drop your shoulders to your ears. And down dog, your hips will go up and back. And you're just going to pause here and take a couple of deep breaths. Maybe shake your head out, get rid of that tension in the neck or the eyes or the jaw. One more deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Right leg rises, take an inhale breath. And you're going to step your right foot to replace your right hand. So it's pretty wide. Right foot replaces your right hand. And your left heel drops down to the ground. So you're coming to a warrior one. Just take a moment to make sure your back left foot is at a 45-degree angle. And then the arms will come up to the sky. And you're going to pause here. Cactus the arms out. And then your left elbow goes on top of your right. So you're coming to eagle arms. And you're going to pause. And breathe. Make sure that the breath is flowing. No holding the breath. We're going to take some dynamic movement here, flowing. So you'll inhale, just reach up a little, and you'll exhale, tap your elbows towards your right knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, gentle tap. One more like that. Inhale, lift up, strong pull in of the low belly. Exhale, tap, hold right here for 3 and 2. You got this. And 1, arms come up, unravel, and lace your hands behind you. Straighten your front leg for a moment and lift your chest up. And then rebend your right knee and find humble warrior. So the right shoulder can dip inside of the right leg, or you can hover your chest over your thigh. So humble warrior is such an earth-connected sign. So there's a surrendering of the upper body, a softening of your head and your neck and your shoulders, and such a strong grounding force through the legs. Put your hands on the mat and come to pyramid pose. Your back foot will step forward. You'll lengthen on your in-breath and fold over your right thigh on your out-breath. Okay, look forward in front of you on your mat and find standing split. So your hands will crawl forward and your left leg will rise. So you're folding over your right thigh. Let your head be nice and heavy. Last breath in. Now the left foot goes all the way to the back of the mat. So you have to bend your right knee, reach your left foot back. And then you're coming into a twist, left palm down, right arm up to the sky. You can stay like this or start to heel toe your right foot down your mat until the pinky edge of the left foot finds the ground. If you want to keep going, step the right leg on top of the left leg. You'll be in a side plank, side body stability. Last breath in. All right, right hand down to the mat, straight to down dog, no vinyasa. Hips lift up and back. I want you to take a clearing breath. So big breath in through your nose. Sigh it out audibly. Right leg rises again, so same leg, right leg high. And then right foot steps between the hands. You're going to pause here. And your left arm is going to sweep up so that you find warrior two. Big bend in your right knee. Left arm sweeps up, right arm opens. Flip your right palm and reverse your warrior. So you're reaching up and back. Find side angle, right forearm to right thigh, left arm over your head. So the bull, the Taurus, has a lot of endurance and a lot of stability because it understands how to pace itself, how to breathe into its body and feel into its body so that it doesn't feel like this is the end. It's not the end. It will change soon. Back to warrior two, straighten your right leg and reverse your triangle. And then come up to stand, shorten your stance, and reach forward and down, Trikonasana. Hold and breathe. Okay, you're going to look down, bring your hands to frame your right foot, and spin to the ball of your back foot. Your left knee will lower down to the ground, and you're going to heel toe your right foot outside of your right arm. And tuck your back toes and come onto your forearms. You're coming to a lizard lunge, getting deep into your inner thighs and your inner hips. You can close your eyes. You can let your head hang heavy. It's kind of like the pause. Though it's intense and a lot of us have to breathe very deep here, it's the pause of the strength. So you want to find some softness. Okay, back onto the hands. Now turn your right toes out a little and start with your right hand on your right knee. Just pull your belly in and twist. And you can stay like this or bend your back leg and reach for your foot. You just pull your heel in towards your hip. Last big breath in and out. Okay, release your back foot. Place your right hand down. You're just going to step to down dog. So the right foot will meet the left foot at the back of the mat. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then send the left leg up to the sky. Open the hip and bend the knee. Stay strong through both of your arms here. Left leg extends, square off. Inhale, look forward. The left foot will replace the left hand. So the left foot is stepping up and wide on the mat. And then your right heel is going to drop down. So you're setting up for your warrior one. Your right toes are angled about 45 degrees. Left knee is bent. Arms are sweeping up high. Really pin down the toes on your left foot. Pause and breathe. And then cactus your arms out wide and take your right arm over your left for eagle. And I forgot to mention, but if this is too tight for you, just hold the sides of your body. It does the same thing. We're just trying to open the back of the heart, the upper back area. Inhale, lift your fingers up, and exhale, elbows tap the left knee. Strong legs here. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, curl. Again, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, curl. You're going to hold right here. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Get strong in the left leg. Okay, inhale, reach up. Release your arms and take the opposite thumb on top for a lace. Straighten your legs. Make sure your hips are squared forward and lift your chest to get a little back bend. And then rebend your left knee. Inhale. Humble warrior as you exhale. So you're diving inside of the left leg or hovering the chest above the thighs. And this is also really good for people who are very air energy, who worry a lot or you're in your head a lot. Anything where your head can drop down and you can kind of get upside down a little bit will help get those forever constant chattering thoughts out of the head. So you really have to focus on just breathing here, right? Last breath. And then hands down to the mat. Pyramid pose, your back foot will step forward. You're going to square your hips off. Long spine, inhale. And fold as you exhale. Two more breaths right here. All right, look forward, standing split. Right leg will rise. You're folding over your left thigh. You can let your right hip open, no big deal. And then square off if you've opened and step your right foot as far back as you can, so the left knee is over the ankle. Plant your right palm and twist open to the left. Your heart will turn to the left. Really strong right arm, shoulder blade on the back. You can stay here or heel toe the left foot halfway down the mat, dropping to the right outer edge of the foot. And the left leg will stack on the right. Really strong right arm here. You might be a little shaky like me. We embrace it. We know we're getting stronger. Last breath. And then the left hand down, down dog, no vinyasa. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. And then slide your palms under the soles of your feet. Pada Hastasana. So you're taking a moment to reset and release the wrist joints. Bend your knees a little bit. Lengthen spine, breathe in, and then fold over your legs as you breathe out. Let your head be heavy. Another upside down for the head time. Last breath in and out. Release the hands from the feet and slowly crawl forward to your down dog. From your down dog, your left leg will rise, your left hip will open, the knee will bend and pause. Straighten the leg, look forward, and step between your hands. Warrior 2, your back heel will lower, arms open wide, soften your shoulders away from your ears, and then flip your left palm and reverse your warrior. So left arm reaches up and back. Okay, come back to warrior 2 and into side angle. Left forearm down, right arm overhead. The goal is to make so much space on the sides of the body so that when we're done with the practice, we're actually taller. This is a real thing. This happens, I swear. Last exhale breath. Okay, back to warrior 2, and then straighten your left leg and reverse your triangle. So left leg straight, left arm up and back. Come back up to stand. And now you're going to shorten your stance. Your back heel is going to step in a little, setting up for triangle. Reach as far forward as you can, and then left hand down inside the leg, or some of you might hold your shin, and the right arm up to the sky. See if you can lean back a little bit and get some more brightening across the front of the chest, more opening of the heart, front and back. Last breath. And then the right hand will go down, and you'll frame your left foot, spin to the ball of your right foot, lower your right knee, and then heel toe the left leg outside the left arm. You can stay on your hands, or you can come down to lizard lunge. Let your hips be nice and heavy. Let the head hang towards the floor. You might close your eyes, a great way to soften. And then back onto your hands. And we're coming to the twisting quad stretch. So left toes to the left. Start with the left hand on your left leg and a little twist. And if it's feeling okay, bend the back knee, reach for the foot. You just want to be really careful of your knee joints. So make sure you're forward of your knee joint, not resting right on that calf there. It's pretty sensitive space. Last in breath and out breath. Release your right leg, left hand down, down dog. Your hips go up and back. Take a moment to reset and clear out. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then come to the tippy toes, bend the knees, look forward, and step or float up to the top of the mat on your exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. And now I want you to widen your feet a little wider than hips width. Turn your toes out and take a seat in Malasana. So your knees will bend, hands will come to your heart. Go ahead, close your eyes if you feel balanced. So this shape is really important to release the low back. For those Libras who are watching and for this past full moon, the low back often is tight when our hips are tight or when we're holding emotion or tension in the hips, the root chakra. So a good way to release that is this shape, Malasana. Okay, open your eyes. We're going to do a little twisting on both sides. If you need a break, you take a break. So your left hand in front of your left leg and your right arm up to the sky. You take a breath in. You might wiggle in a little deeper and you twist towards the right. Some of you might wrap your front arm in front of your shin, back arm against the back, gripping the fingers. Make sure your chest can be lifted wherever you are. It's almost like you're leaning back. Wherever you are, your breath is flowing. Okay, come back to the center. Bring your hands to your heart. And then we'll go right to the other side. Again, if you need a break, you take one. Whatever your body needs to find balance is what you do. You might bind. Okay, one more breath in and out. Bring your hands back to your heart. Take one more breath. Okay, bring your hands down to the mat. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes forward. Let's take ragdoll. So you're going to hold opposite elbow. Just let your body fold over your thighs. And then you can stay in ragdoll, or if you'd like to try crow pose, bring your toes back together and plant your palms in front of you. Lift the heels of your feet and wiggle your knees on the backs of your upper arms. So you'll look forward kind of like you're peeking over the edge of something, bending your elbows and bringing the weight into your fingertips. So just practicing this shape, even if you never lift a toe, is a great way to practice courageousness and a little fearlessness and practice moving into your strength. So there's so many ways to be strong. This is one of 1/1,000,000th, of course. One more breath. Okay, put your toes down. Straighten your legs. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. And then rise to stand. Reach your arms up to the sky. And bring your hands to your heart. We're going to come into tree pose. So your left foot will be your grounding foot. And you'll come on your right toes. And then you'll turn your right knee out to the right. And you can stay like this or step your right foot on your calf or reach for your ankle and bring your right foot to your inner left thigh. Try and open the right knee back a little bit. Bring your hands to your heart. For some of you, you'll reach your arms up to the sky. Okay, bring your hands back to your heart, and you're going to lift your right knee up, and then find warrior 3. So the right leg goes back, and your arms go back. Nice and slow, nice and smooth. Heart's reaching forward. Lots of expansion in your chest. Lots of rooting down and grounding through your left leg for balance. One more breath. Okay, your right knee goes back up. Your arms are going to go back up now to the sky. And then step your right foot down in front of you and lift your left heel so you'll be on the toes of the left foot. Turn your left knee out to the side. Ground down through your right leg, maybe your left foot on your calf. Maybe you reach down and bring your left foot to your inner thigh. Arms can reach up to the sky. Keep opening the left knee backwards, softening the shoulders. Okay, strong pull in of the low belly. Bring your hands to your heart. Your left knee will lift. We're going to come into a smooth warrior 3. Lots of slow connection to the body. The heart's lifting, the legs lifting, chest is expanding. One more breath. Okay, left knee goes back up to the chest, arms go high, inhale, and then left foot finds the floor, hands to your heart. Go ahead, close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath in, and a big sigh out. Arms sweep up to the sky, inhale, lift your heart, exhale, slow fold all the way down to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Option to go through a vinyasa or option to meet us on the belly. So you might take your chaturanga, your up dog, and your down dog. Or you might actually just be on your bellies. We are going to end up there in 2 breaths. Okay, roll the spine forward. Lower all the way down to the belly, nice and smooth. And then come to the tops of your feet and arms by your sides. Take an exhale breath. And then lift the head, the shoulders, the chest, and the legs. So Shalabhasana. This is a back bend. So heart is lifting. Thighs are lifting. The corners of the mouth definitely lifting for sure. One more breath. Okay, make a little pillow with your hands. Lower your forehead. Wiggle the hips side to side. Just let that reset. And then we'll do it again. Arms by your sides, tops of the feet on the ground. Next time you inhale, lift your head, your shoulders, your chest, your thighs, your arms. So you might stay like this, or you might bend your legs and reach for your feet or your ankles. You'll take an exhale breath. And as you inhale, lift the thighs and the chest. Last breath. You'll slowly release. Make that little pillow under the forehead. And with bent legs, you can windshield wiper side to side. I like to have straight legs and wiggle the hips side to side. I feel like that really decompresses the low back. And then bring your hands by your sides. And you're going to press up to tabletop. And then from tabletop, come to a seat. So you're going to come to a seat facing me. Facing the screen. And then you'll make with your legs a diamond shape. So instead of Baddha Konasana where your heels are really tight, you're going to send the feet forward. And if this is too much for your knees, you just take the feet a little closer together. You might be able to hold your ankles, or you might hold the floor behind you. We're just going to get into the hips a little deeper in the back. So you're going to take an in breath. Start to hinge forward as you breathe out. Get a little longer as you breathe in, and then fold over your legs. The hands can walk forward or hold your feet. Let your head drop down towards your legs. Let your head get very heavy. Okay, next time you inhale, start to crawl back onto your hands. And you're going to now straighten your legs forward, bringing your big toes to touch. So inner thighs together, big toes to touch. Instead of relaxing the feet, flex them. Reach your arms up to the sky. Take a deep, big breath in, and then hinge forward and fold over your legs. You might hold the legs or the feet. You'll be in this shape for about 6 breaths. See if you can close your eyes and let your head get a little heavier and breathe deeply into your back. So notice where in your back it still feels a little tight or a little tense. And you'll take 3 more breaths as though you could send the breath into the muscles, softening the muscles, relaxing the muscles. One more breath in here and one more breath out. And then walk your hands back up. And I'm going to give you a couple of options. So you might come to seated for your Shavasana. You might come onto your back for Shavasana, but I'm going to lead you through a guided meditation. So get into a comfortable seat, a seat that makes sense for you and that feels good for you. You'll just sit up nice and tall and close your eyes. If you're on your back, feel the ground beneath you and let your body really relax. And if you're seated, sit up nice and tall and feel the earth beneath you, the ground beneath your seat. So we're just going to breathe into and bring air and light into each chakra. Nice and simple. Start with the root chakra all the way at the tailbone, the base of your spine. Imagine this glowing red ball of light. Imagine you could breathe into that light. Making your way now to the second chakra. It's a few inches up right below your navel. Imagine a glowing orange ball of light. And as you send your breath down into that glowing orange ball of light, you are clearing out any emotional debris. Any leftover or stuck toxicity. You're bringing emotional health and well-being into the body. And going up the body a couple of inches to the third chakra, the solar plexus, right at the V shape of the rib cage. So this is a glowing, vibrant, sun yellow ball of light. You might even imagine the sun energy. Breathing into that space in the body. Clearing out anything that holds us back from being confident and fully ourselves. When it's balanced, there's nothing to hide. Now moving up the chakras into the heart. So we're at the fourth chakra. We're right in the center of the chest. And the color is green. You have a green glowing ball of light, healing energy right in the center of your chest. When it's open, we're able to give and receive evenly and equally. Our head and our hearts are united and connected. Take a couple more breaths right into this green, emerald green light. Moving up the body into the throat, where you'll find your fifth chakra, this blue glowing ball of light. Think ocean blue. Bringing the breath in, clearing any stagnant holding back of our truth, any ways that we stifle our voice or stifle our creativity. When the throat is open, we can speak from our heart. When the throat is open, we can speak our desires into existence. Becomes a tool for manifestation, a tool for creation. Making the way up the body into the third eye. So imagine right at the center of your forehead, this indigo ball of light, like the dark indigo night sky. Sending your breath here, opening the gates, opening the doorway, and the tunnel into your imagination, your intuition. This is where we have the ability to see with our mind's eye what's outside of the belief system of society. So we can really break free from any bonds, anything that holds us back, especially in terms of beliefs and thoughts. A couple more breaths here. And now bring your attention to the crown of your head and imagine that at the crown of your head is this glowing white ball of energy. And as you bring your energy to the crown of your head and your attention to the crown of your head, you start to notice there is this beam of light above you. It is a sparkling, beautiful light. A healing white light. So as it gently sparkles and gently shines its warm light around the crown of your head, starting to encompass the rest of your body, it picks up any negative energy and it cleans and clears your whole auric field. Continue to breathe into that light, almost like a mist, a glow of healing white and now golden light, helping you feel almost weightless, picking up any heaviness around the shoulders. And now with your eyes closed, you're going to open your third eye. So eyes closed, open your imagination. And imagine now that you find yourself in a large open field. It's a beautiful open field And the sun is shining, so you can feel the warm glow of the sun's rays on your body. And you notice there's flowers all around you. So just take a look around at this field and notice what kind of flowers you see. Notice what color they are, or colors, what shapes. And notice what else you see. Are there any other trees around? What does the air smell like? If you breathe in, can you smell the flowers in the air? Is it sweet and warm? And now in the distance, you see this beautiful tree, this epic, massive tree. So what kind of a tree, or what is the shape of the tree? Just notice what the tree looks like. And even farther off in the distance, you start to see a shape. So you start to see something coming towards you, but you don't quite know what it is. And you welcome it, and you allow your heart to be open, and you allow yourself to be open and present in this beautiful field. And the shape gets closer, and you realize it's an animal. What animal are you seeing? Whatever animal you're seeing is your spirit animal for this moment. And it may come with a message. You might be open to this message. What message does your spirit animal have to share with you right now? And just notice what your animal looks like. And send it gratitude. Thank it for coming to meet you, for sharing any messages that it had. And just take a final look around at this beautiful open field with the warm sun shining on you, bringing your body into balance and bringing you into this space where you're connected to nature, so you know your heart is open. And starting to slowly come back to your conscious body. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. You might make little stretches. If you're on your back, start to come to your side. We're all going to make our way up to a seat. And then in your seat, bring your palms together right at the center of your chest. Take a deep breath in through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. And then blink your eyes open. And you're going to find a pen and a paper. And we are at the end of this masterclass. So if you would like to just save this part for tomorrow and rewatch, you're more than welcome to, if you want to just be in your Shavasana and rest. But just take out your pen if you want to and take notes on what you saw. So what flowers were in the field? You might want to bring those flowers into your house. What color were the flowers? That color might be your power color for now, or your healing color. What animal did you see? And what message did it have for you? You might want to Google your spirit animal, the animal that showed up. If you want to, you can write in the comments what flowers you saw or what animal you saw. I saw a deer. I'm really excited to look up to see what like the meaning of this deer is. So you're writing about your experience in the field, and maybe some intuitive messages are coming to you about whatever the animal meant or the flowers meant. You might describe the tree that you saw. This is all stuff that comes from your subconscious, that is your place of peace and your place of harmony, and that really the place that supports you. A deer is gentleness. So good. Thank you, Hillary. Hillary, what did you see? What was your animal? Did you see an animal? You can also say I didn't see an animal. It's all good no matter what happens. And I'm also going to give you a couple more questions. Okay. So these are questions for the full moon. Question 1. What do you need to stop doing to bring more serenity? Oh my gosh, a hawk, a bear, and a red-tailed hawk. Nice. So cool. Cool. Okay, so question 1 for your journaling. What do you need to stop doing to bring more serenity into your realm? I'm going to put these questions in the comments. So question number 1, you might want to journal on this. It's really a full moon for the full moon question. What do you need or want to stop doing to bring more serenity into your realm? And you'll intuitively journal on that. So you don't want to think about it too much. You just want to let the pen go and see what comes up. So I'm not even going to give you like an example because it's something that comes out of you and from your heart. Okay. Next question. What thoughts, behaviors, people, or places are not bringing you harmony? What thoughts, behaviors, people, or places are not bringing you harmony? And that should not say into your real, it should say into your realm. What thoughts, behaviors, people, or places are not bringing you harmony? So something to journal on. So these are just questions that can help you align with what you want to surrender, release, and let go of, especially for the full moon, so that you can have more clear energy and more space to bring in newness and help make this really good shift into the transformation that we're really all undergoing. Okay, next question. What does it look, feel, taste, and sound like to be in a serene, balanced, and peaceful environment? So those 5 senses. What does it look, sound, taste, and feel like to be in a serene and peaceful environment. What does it look, sound, taste, and feel like to be in a serene and peaceful environment for you? This is specific to you. So how can you make your surroundings more peaceful and harmonious? And this can really be like your home. This is the final question. What needs to be cleared out of your home to bring in more peace? What needs to be cleared out of your home to bring in more peace? So that could be like going through drawers full of clutter and like decluttering and detoxifying your home. It's a lot of like spring cleaning energy, releasing energy. Just like Marie Kondo says, like what doesn't bring you joy, and just get rid of it. So that is it for tonight, my loves. I am so grateful, so supremely, infinitely grateful to you for being with me here tonight or tomorrow whenever you're watching this and just joining me. And thank you so much for sticking with it through the end. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. You can always comment even after the live ends, and I will receive your comments, or feel free to email me. And let me just look at my calendar for a second. The new moon, I think it's on the 5th of next month. So it will be, I'll do it on a Monday again. It's not this weekend, but I'm pretty sure it's the following weekend. And I will be doing a new moon masterclass. So just keep your eyes out. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Thank you all so, so, so much. Sending you lots and lots and lots of love. Have a beautiful night. All right. I'm going once, going twice. Good night, everybody. Thank you. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here.